All right, guys, let's get it. Elwin, touch it. Bow, connect. Student tennis begin. Honor, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, courage, community. Bow, connect. Judy. All right, guys, so from here with the kids, we did a 2-minute challenge for the warm-up. But for you guys, I'm going to do 4. No, not 5. 4. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. I want you guys to choose, I'm going to let you guys choose 3 different exercises, okay? But one of them has to be push-ups. So pretty much just 2. So it can be jumping jacks, push-ups, and sit-ups. It can be squats and push-ups and whatever. Doesn't matter. Mountain climbers, doesn't care. And what you're going to do is you're going to do 5 of each of those. And then you're going to do 10 of each of those. And then you're going to do 15 of each of those. And it's just going to add 5 each time. So for example, if I did 5 jumping jacks, 5 push-ups, and 5 sit-ups, then I'm going to get back up and do 10 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups. And then I go from there, 15 and on. Okay? Does everyone understand? Give me a thumbs up if we understand. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Go. All right, give it a shot. Boom, boom, boom. Now, if you guys can manage to get past 30, that means you're doing better than me. Because when I did this drill earlier, I could only get up to 30. All right, keep it up. Three minutes left. 3 minutes. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. Remember, the mind gives up way before the body does. You can do it, guys. All right, Mario, drop the belt. Go ahead and just set it over to the side and keep going. You're wasting time. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay. It's almost through. Less than 2 minutes. All right, almost through. We got 1 minute, 5 seconds. 1 minute, 5 seconds. Keep going, guys. time. Okay. Awesome. Let me go turn that thing off. All right, guys. So from here, let's go ahead and let's get into our stretches for today. As we're doing our arm circles, guys, I want you to breathe in as your arms go up, breathe out as they come down. Same thing going backwards. Hugs. Up and down. Hands on the hips, hip side to side. Circles. Other direction. All right, feet together, toes together. We're gonna rotate our knees. Other direction. Cobra stretch. Cat back. And reach. Sit back, reach forward, child's pose. All right, sit up, cross the feet. Torso twist. Switch. Feet out. Hands behind the head and going side to side. All right, butterfly. Stand up. All right, so from here, guys, here's what I want us to do. Okay. Now, so I don't think you guys have done this yet. So I want you to find one of these for me. Toilet paper roll. Okay, see if you can grab one of those. It's gonna be a little bit silly, but it will help, I promise. We're gonna work on some balance and some posture kind of stuff today. Okay, so we're gonna work on that. Open this up so I can see everybody as we're doing this. All right, Mr. Mudd's got one. Aaron's got one. Mariel's got one. Cool. All right, so from here, what we're gonna do, guys, we're not gonna unravel this. So preferably, I hope you found one that was still sealed. Okay, if not, it's okay. Just be careful with it. All right, so first step, guys, I'm gonna make myself big real quick. First step is we're gonna work on posture. So I want you to take it and give yourself a hat. I know it seems a little bit silly, but give it a try. Give yourself a hat. And your goal is to hold it up there about 10 seconds or so without it falling off. So we're gonna start with something basic and work our way up. Okay? Second step is once it's up there, we're gonna take a little trip. I want you to walk in a nice little circle or whatever space you have. Keep it up there. One direction and then the other. Okay? Good. No, posture, yeah, keeps nice and straight. All right, so from here, next step, guys. This one's a little bit more difficult. Once you have it up there, we've walked. Now, we're going to sit down, crisscross applesauce, and then, once you've sat, get back up. Oh, don't, okay. It's like it's a, take a look. That one is probably a little bit more difficult, is to sit down and then get back up. Now, Mari, you can't cheat by holding it. You gotta just let it do what it does. Okay, good deal. All right, so from here, we'll come back to that here in a moment. So go ahead and set that off to the side. Now, if you have something to strike, go ahead and get that. Or if you have someone to hold a target for you, go ahead and get that. If not, it's okay. You can do these techniques in the air. So from here, we're gonna work on number 2 round kicks. Okay. So when we do a number 2 round kick, it's our back leg that's gonna pick up and throw the kick. So I'm gonna start in a front stance. Front knee is bent, back leg straight. Lifting my foot behind my body, and then turning, throw the kick, land it down in the front. Okay, so one more time. Start in the front stance, hands are up. Lift the foot behind me, turn, strike, come down, okay? Do that 10 times on each foot. I'm gonna watch you guys as we go. Go for it. Beautiful, Mr. Mud. Those are gorgeous. Nice. As you guys are coming, I don't see a lot of you guys doing this one, but as you're coming around, think about there's something in front of you, and we have to lift our leg up over top of that thing to get to our target. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, Rod. Lift your foot behind you and then turn. So lift it up back here and turn. You got to get it up there really high behind you, though. So we get it up here, boom, get it up there behind you, and then we turn. And it stays the same height all the way through.
Better.
Mm-hmm. Nice. You did good check. Cool. All right, once you guys have done about 10 on each foot, I want to go ahead and I'm going to show you our next step. This one is not so much as power kick as it is a technical kick. Okay. I'm going to make myself big again. Now from here, guys, go ahead and grab that toilet paper roll again once you're finished with your kicks. I don't want to rush you. But now we're going to take the same idea, but now do it with your kick. So you will have to take your time with this one. If you do it fast, it's not going to work. So lifting the foot behind us, turning, strike. All without dropping it off of your head. Actually, too far away. Up, turn.
Gary, I give up.
Well, you thought we were just doing this just for giggles? There's a point to everything. Come on, Mari, give it a try. I want to see. I want to see. Now, you guys have to take your time with this one. If you go too fast, it will fall off of your head. And that's not the point of this drill. The point is to have good posture and core control as we kick. Pretty neat idea, isn't it?
I still give up.
You can do it. Have faith, have faith. Thanks.
Mari, if you tuck that in, take the length you have and tuck it into the center, you won't have to keep rolling it.
So what she means is you take the outside and you tuck it in right here. Yeah, you take a good amount of it and tuck it in there. That way it doesn't fly out. Yeah, about that much. And stuff that in there. And then it shouldn't fly off for you when you're moving. Yeah. Not pulling it through, just stuff it in there. All right. All right, guys, over from here. That's the idea, okay? So go ahead and we'll stop there for right now. Now let's switch gears just a little bit. I want to try something with you guys. Since you guys are a little bit older, we're going to try a different technique. Now we're going to keep with the round kick, but I want us to do more of a more advanced kind of kick. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a jump change round kick. So how this works, guys, is I'm going to start So I can do this with my legs being as sore as they are. I'm going to start in my back stance because it's easier to jump with my feet a little bit closer together. I'm going to jump, knees touch into my chest or as high as I can get them. And then once I'm in the air, I have to turn and use that back leg to do my round kick. So this is what it looks like. That's our motion. So again, both legs will jump up. While I'm in the air, I've got to turn my hips. Round kick with the back leg. Like so. Give it a try maybe 3 times or so. Let's see if you guys are up for the challenge. Nice, Mr. Mudd. All right, Mari, let me see. No, don't give up. See you typing it in there. Don't give up. Let's go. Come on. See? That's it.
You got it, girl. You got it. Keep going.
All right, hey, Ron, what you got? Let me see. Boom. Nice. Make sure when you're up in the air, guys, that hip twist is so important because we don't have a pivot. So you got to swing your hips while you're in the air. Actually, I guess we do have a pivot. You are turning. That's all pivot means is to turn. Nice, 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 nice. All right, guys, so from there. So from there, all right, let's switch gears just a little bit. What I want to do is you guys, I've seen you guys in class before. We have a decent handle on our form. So what I want to do is I want to focus a little bit more on the smaller details of that form, like wrist rotation or foot shape for kicks. Now, we don't have any kicks in our beginner level form, but I still want to focus on the different kinds of foot shape. And to do that, I need you guys to have a seat with me. Have a seat. Okay, so we're going to go over different kinds of ways to throw front kicks with different foot shapes. And we also are going to go over a couple of other ones too. Okay, because depending on what kind of kick you're doing, depends on what part of your foot you want to use. So you have to manipulate your ankle and your toes to do so. So here's our first one. Toes up, ankles up, everything is up. This one is for forward thrusting kicks, like this. Hitting with the heel, or like the bottom of the foot this way. Bam. Okay. Next one. This one I call dancer's feet. We're going to fold everything down. So our ankles are down, our toes are down, and this one has more of a sweeping motion that swings up. Okay. Hitting with the top of the foot, the ankle bone, or the shin, depending on your range and what you like to strike with. All right? And then the last one is here. We're going to take just our toes and pull them up. This one is called a pointed foot. Okay? In dance, this is a pointed foot, but in Taekwondo, this is a pointed foot. So the ankle is rolled down, but the toes are pulled up. Okay, this one is for front snapping kicks or piercing kicks, ones that kind of stab through, that go this way. They push with the ball of the foot. Okay, so those are our 3 different foot shapes for just front kicks alone. So go through them a couple times. Start up, down, toes. Up, down, toes. Now, if you find that when you try to pull just your toes up and your whole foot is going, that means we need to strengthen our toe muscles a little bit and stretch those out. And I'll show you a few ways to do that. Now I'm going to show you a couple ways to stretch out those toes, to work on those muscles so we can manipulate them. Step one, I want you to sit on your feet this way. This is a comfortable position, but it doesn't really do what we want it to because my toes are folded down. It's not what I want. So instead, we're going to come up on the toes like this. And we just sit. You should feel the pull in your toes back here. If you don't, lean back a bit. But we don't want our heels to come off the ground because then the stretch is gone. So we just sit just like this. And we can do this anywhere. All right, that's step one. Okay, that's one way. Or we can sit like a catcher at a baseball game. Up on the toes, and we can sit this way. That's another way of doing it. Not as comfortable. And then you kind of have to work on your balance a little bit to go this way. But that can work on it as well. Now, the last way that I'm going to show you guys, there's a bunch of them, but the last way I'm going to show you is probably the easiest one and takes the least amount of effort, I think, other than the sitting down. We want to find a belt, a strap, a rope, something, and we're going to take that and we wrap it around the ball of our foot or just kind of the ball of our foot in our toe area. Okay. From there, we go through those same foot shapes that we were going through earlier. Flex foot, we can use this to stretch as we pull. Come all the way down. And then using this to pull up on just the toes with our ankle rolled down, like so. To pull up that way. Okay, that's another option. And then going through it that way. Up, hold it down, which is hard to do with this one, and then pulling up just the toes. Using this to pull those back. And you can also do this on a wall. There's a bunch of different ways. Okay, and then try that out on both feet. Getting it on the right spot. Up, down, toes. Up, down, toes. Play around. Okay. All right, from here, guys, go ahead and stand back up. Just wanted to show you those different things. Now let's apply them. So going back to if you had a target or if you didn't, it's fine. I want you to take those same foot shapes and apply them to your front kicks. So first one, we're going to pretend we're cops and we're going to kick in the door that we got to get into. Use the heel of your foot, lifting the knee into your chest and sticking it forward like so. Coming this way. Try that out 5 times each leg. And take it easy because my knee just popped on that last kick. My legs have gone through a lot today. They're like, no, stop. Mari, have you finished your kicks? 5 on each leg? All right, we want the knee up as high as we can and think about pushing with that. Push through the door. Mhm. Hands up, AA Ron. Hands up, AA Ron. I'm telling you, we need a balake here in class. All right, so from here, moving on, let's do the next one. So from here, guys, if you have someone holding a target for you, they can fold it down and we can hit the top. Doesn't work on a bag. I would not suggest to throw a front kick with your toes bent. That's going to hurt. But you can do it in the air using that sweeping motion, coming up with the folded toes, those dancer's feet. And I try that out a couple times, 5 times or so each leg. Sweeping up, like so. Okay, dancer's toes. Yeah, we still want a strong ankle. We don't want a floppy foot. We want it nice and strong. That way when the strike happens, it doesn't, cause bad things to happen. Yeah, no floppy foot, no dead fish feet, Ms. Mari. No dead fish feet. I hate dead fish feet. Hit a board with a dead fish foot and you'll see why it's not a good idea. I've done it. It hurts. Ms. Hinkle's like, yeah. All right, guys, so from here, last kick variation for the front kick. Okay? Aaron froze. All right. Back to me. Now, we're going to strike with that piercing front kick, that stabbing motion. So this one hits with the ball of the foot. We're going to lift our knee like normal and then push forward, and my heel should be off of that target. Okay. We're coming in, pushing that way, getting into the target. Taking all of our power and pushing it into a very small point. Because the first kick spreads the power out across your foot. Second one is still spread out across the top of your foot. Now we're taking all that power and putting it in just the ball of your foot, which is a very small area. That way it delivers the most devastating damage coming in. Okay? Getting that pointed foot out here. Okay? That one takes a little bit of practice to do. Some people, it takes years to develop that strength in their toes and their ankle. But doing some of those things that I showed you today can help you with that. Or you can do what I did as a kid and just walk on your toes a lot. Mari, can I see your foot shape?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah. Yeah, girl, you at home. You don't have to ask. Just go. All right. Beautiful. All right. So from here, let's stop there just for a moment. Talk to you guys for just a moment here. Before we move on and get into our last challenge and then be done. All right, real quick. Does anyone remember, Aaron, we're done with that. You can put that away. Does anyone remember the name of our form right now? Everybody remember? Aaron, do you remember?
No.
No. That Mari's gone. Justin, you remember? No? All right, the name of our form is Warong. HWA space RANG. Sometimes people put those words together to make a compound word. It all depends on, you know, who's doing it. Now, raw wrong has a certain number of movements. How many of those movements are you guys required to do? Do you know that one? How many of those 4 movements are beginners required to do of that form? 4 or 31?
13.
I unmuted you, sir.
Okay. Is it 13 or 15, somewhere in that range?
Actually, a previous form, it was about that much, but here's a lot less. This form is a little bit different. It's a good guess.
4,
Way more than 4.
9,
Less than 9.
8,
8. You're just guessing, aren't you? 8 movements. 8 movements. Okay, but the form in total has 29. Well, counts, not movements. It's actually more than 29 movements. It's actually about 32 actual movements, but 29 counts. Now I'm going to explain to you what those represent here. So Hwarang is named after the Hwarang youth group, which originated in the Shilla dynasty in the early 7th century. The 29 movements refer to the 29th Infantry Division, where Taekwondo developed into maturity. So that's every form that we have, guys, always is named after a historic Korean person or group of people in this instance. And they all have some kind of significance to what we do. All right, so now, always think about when we're doing things, there's always a reason for everything that we do. All right, any questions on that? Okay, so the things I want us to remember is the name is Hwarang. There's 8 movements for the beginner level. That's important for you guys, but there's 29 in total. And the 29 movements refer to the 29th Infantry Division, where Taekwondo developed into maturity. All right, that's the most important part of that one. Now, when I was younger, that definition was a million times longer. But now we got all these short little definitions here. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and let's get into our challenge for today. All right, so plank challenge. 1 minute, 24 seconds. Every day we're gonna go up a little bit. All right, so once everyone's in position, I will start the count. Yes, Mari, you were able to make it through split challenge. You can do this one too. Never settle for less than your best.
fine.
I'm gonna get you. All right, are we ready? Get set. Aaron, get down. Aaron, we're not doing splits, we're doing plank. Plank challenge. Don't know what plank is? All right, so you're gonna lay down and you want your hands on the floor and your toes on the floor, kind of in a push-up position. Yeah, like that. Or you can do it on your elbows. Either one is fine. Okay, and we're gonna just hold that. All right. Ready? Go. So your knees should not be touching the floor. Our back is nice and flat. So just toes and hands or toes and elbows. We just hold. Breathe, Aaron. I can see that you're holding your breath. Breathe. Yeah, we're already doing good. We've got 50 seconds left. Time flies. 35 seconds. 35 seconds. Keep pushing through, you guys. Ten seconds. Time. All right. Wonderful. All right. So a couple things before we finish up today. We are looking at possibly opening up. We've got a date later on to open up for in-person classes starting in May, I think it was 24th. Yeah, May 24th was supposed to be our first day for classes. Now, Louisville, I got a message today from Miss Brittany, and our first day of opening is going to be on June 15th. June 15th is our first official day of opening out in Louisville. Okay. So, and about masks. So they are, as far as I know, they are requiring for instructors and adults to wear the mask, but not any of the students or the children. So that's, for what I can tell right now, that's how it's working. But then we're going to have a ratio of 1 instructor to 9 students in the martial arts department, and all the other departments are going to be 1 student and, or correction, 1 instructor and 6 students per class. So we're going to see if we can do that as best we can. Of course, social distancing with the 6 feet apart rule and all that stuff until we get the okay to make everything go back together. All right, so looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. But that's about all I have for you all, unless we have any questions, comments, or concerns. All right, keep working hard, guys. Keep practicing. I will see you all next class. Bye.
Bye.